Wordstock Collingwood is a literary festival that will celebrate words in written and artistic forms of expression.
Author readings from notable writers, workshops, and signings, including poetry readings and events for the kids and teens.
The town of Collingwood has added another success story to its catalog of summer festivals. Wordstock brought renowned and local writers together to deliver many forms of artistic expression for all to enjoy. Event chair Mark Shibanidi said Wordstock was a celebration of all the ways we use words.
Wordstock, it's a celebration of anything to do with words, and not just books. It's poetry, and it's authors, and theater, and music, and all the ways we use words. A real celebration of our new library, our beautiful new revitalized downtown, just a celebration of all things to do with words.
Where did the idea come from? This seems very unique.
It actually started by a chance conversation over dinner with a publicist about a year ago in Toronto, and I asked her what she did for a living, and she said she was a director of publicity for a publisher, and I said, well, what do you do? She said, among other things, we go to literary festivals, and then I was telling her about our new library, and all of a sudden a little light bulb went off in the head, and I thought, oh, 2010 would be a perfect year to have a literary festival.
Mark said the volunteer committee came together quickly to put together a very successful festival.
Got a few people together, thought it would be something we could plan in 3 weeks. And those few people were so creative and so full of ideas that it turned into what we have now, this major festival with 57 authors, poets, performers, 50 volunteers, 25 sponsors, over 2,000 volunteer hours. It's just taken on a life of its own.
The Peak FM hosted the Celebrity Readers Tent, featuring many local residents, including the Peak's morning man, John Nichols.
The birds, they were the first to notice. Stranger in the woods, stranger in the woods. Take care, take care. The blue jays cawed, a warning from high in the tops of the tall oaks. Do you hear the jays calling? Mother doe spoke softly to her fawn.
Nichols said the region is home to many talented artists, both locals and people who come here to retire.
We have a heritage, I think, that's developing here of people that have moved into the area that have a heck of a lot of talents, whether they be artists, authors, musicians, they're artists as well. I think we have an abundance of them. I think a lot of Ontario communities are envious of the fact that we have so many people that have moved here because of the lifestyle and, you know, are taking advantage of that lifestyle and as well through their artistic endeavors, you know, really exposing the area. You take a look at the artists in the area and what's written in a lot of the books. So, yes, I think that's a fantastic effort on the part of the organizers here to draw attention to that talent that's in the area.
Well-known Collingwood dentist Dr. Farrell Anderson was happy to see the town unveil a literary festival.
But, you know, it's something that I've always wanted to do. I've seen it the odd time in town where there had been some poetry or general reading, and I've always wanted to be a part of it, but never got the information early enough to make the necessary preparations, you know. But next year I'm sure we're going to have something more tangible than today's.
This is a terrific event for the town to host, don't you think?
Oh yes, yes, very good. And there's so many, as John said earlier, there's so many artists around, there's so many people that are involved in this type of a thing. And it would be nice to sort of get them out and make Collingwood a little bit more uplifting for that literary part of our existence. It's certainly a nice place to have this type of setting. This type of setting is very good in Collingwood, and I'm hoping it'll take off next year and be something of an annual fete.
The Collingwood Public Library hosted children's events throughout the day. Supervisor of Children's and Teen Services Alicia Kilgore said the children really enjoyed the hands-on puppet workshop.
Oh, we're running a number of things. Right now we have a puppet workshop going with Jay Wilson. He's teaching children how to animate their puppets and how to work with them. And at the end they get to take a puppet kit home and make their own puppet at home. We have a puppet show later on this afternoon for all of the community, as well as the Funky Mamas playing later on this afternoon. It's going to be just our place is going to be rocking today. We're going to open up the doors, welcome the public in, and just say enjoy. One of the most wonderful things about Wordstock is that we've been able to keep all of our events here free for children and teens and families in our community, so it makes it accessible to all, and what a wonderful way to learn and grow. Really promote literacy.
Wordstock committee member Penny Skelton helped bring together the popular author readings held at Trinity United Church, beginning with a morning of history.
We had Christine Cowley, Catherine Gildner, and Doris Heffron, all different perspectives on memoirs, and we're getting really positive feedback. People have had a lot of fun. There's a lot of humor, a little bit of politics, but it's been a good morning.
The morning session was followed by an afternoon of mystery, featuring well-known Canadian mystery writers Linwood Barclay and Maureen Jennings.
And then later on in the afternoon, we have John Geiger with The Third Man Factor, and Linda McQuaig with her brand new book, Trouble with Billionaires. And then we'll go on and wrap up with our third author, which is Michael Winter. And his is called Death of Donna Whalen, which is a novelization of an actual murder when he was a child down in Newfoundland. So we're really excited about all the Canadian authors that we have here today, both local and national.
What made this event so popular was the ability for those in attendance to talk to the authors, purchase the books, and have them signed.
Well, when we looked around for a venue, I said we need something big enough that if the whole town comes, we can accommodate them to be able to listen to the authors. But then we said we want their books available, and each and every author was very gracious to say, I'll stay as long as you want afterwards, talk to people, sign books, and we're just having a great time because so many people, it's amazing how many are actually would-be writers, definitely readers, and it's nice to be able to actually talk to someone who's written and published a book. So we're having a lot of fun.
It was obvious that the community has a thirst for a literary festival. The Collingwood Wordstock events were well attended, and the talent at the readings, shows, and workshops was truly outstanding.
I'm hoping that this will become an annual event here.
I'm hoping it'll take off next year and be something of an annual fete.
It's just taken on a life of its own.